is Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince. And Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws her. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
That's what happened to her. She was taken away from her parents by a witch.
Yes.
And the prince was taken from her as well.
Yeah, by Hannah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
That's the next...
Does the rest apply as well? That kind of... She would have hurt the prince, so he would be with her? Maybe she tried something to cripple him or something, and he said, no, I still won't marry you? Well...
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Are any of these in colour?
So this happens on the day when she reports having found the body. Maybe that was something they found with the body? A picture of Rapunzel? And if it was one of the sisters who murdered Simon, then she put that there as a sign, maybe. But it would have to be Eve who killed him then.
Unless it was Hannah pretending to be Eve and trying to get Eve thrown in prison.
This is getting too much, too layered.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
Oh. So they're doing a psych evaluation test. And they're looking at the cards. And one of them is Rapunzel, and she gets off on a tangent.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the first time that Eve is pretending to be Hannah. And we know that Hannah can come in because the next interview on the 3 days later was Hannah.
At least
because it has the bruise again.
From the lack of the tattoo. Okay, I had Rapunzel somewhere on this list. Let me just cross it out. Where was it? There. Okay.
Can you look at the clip log? No, there was one little square thing that had all the clips in order, and then the ones that we'd already seen were yellow things. That's the one. That's a lot of clips we need to find. We found a lot near the end.
And not a lot in the middle.
No. Which makes me think that we're piecing the puzzle together backwards.
It can work like that too, as in Memento.
Yeah. That's a good film. I like the film. It's probably one of my favourites, actually. Distracting. Stop it.
Okay, this is just a clip of her crushing a moth with Arabian Nights. Wait, did I check Fairy Tales yet? No.
No. Okay, here we go.
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. You know? Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
This is creepy. So she met him even before they met at the bar.
Hmm.
And he was the kind of man she was into.
No. She's pretending to be Hannah, so she's answering as though Hannah would answer.
No, she can't because she visibly has that tattoo.
Yeah, but this is the day that the interviewer says, "Oh, you've got a tattoo," and she's like, "Oh yeah, I got it." So she's pretending to be Hannah. She's not Eve until she's in the white blouse. That's when she says, "All right, yeah, there we go. I'm Eve." So she's still pretending to be Hannah.
I'm not buying it. They must have known that there
No.
were two women that they were talking about.
No. No.
Especially with her saying a snake and apple tattoo is about herself. What does that have to do with Hannah?
When did she say that?
When
You
they,
see, I'm getting confused in clicks now, I think. I still think that she's pretending to be... She's pretending to be Hannah there.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
well, you could take it either way, that she just got a tattoo because a tattoo is nice. Okay, let's just look at a few more clips. I assume that they knew she was two women, but we can't know.
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was
Called it.
devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. Do what you can.
Okay, so
She's
that-
answering as Hannah.
yeah. Okay, you seem to be right. That she says Simon never cheated on her. And then only the last day they found out, aha, actually there's two women and now they put a lie detector on her.
Yeah.
And she says, well, Hannah is gone. I'm not telling you where she's gone. Okay, but we know that it's two women.
Yeah.
Still, this would be odd. I mean,
Yeah.
not having a tattoo here and having a tattoo the next day.
Well,
yeah.
the next day after the 1st of July, the next interview is the 3rd, I think. And that's the one where she's in the white blouse. Yeah, it's the 3rd. It says on the clip. I don't know why I'm not looking. But I think the interviewers realise on the 1st of July that they're two separate women. But Eve doesn't know that she's let that on, so she's keeping up the pretense.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's not until the interviewers confront Eve on the 3rd with the lie detector that she's like, fine, I admit I was lying, that sort of thing.
Okay. Let's check polygraph and lie detector too.
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale.
So that's when she starts talking about the midwife who steals her as a baby.
Yeah,
So that's just before that.
that's when she says it all. Tells it
Yeah.
as it is. Okay, so yeah, maybe it was two women playing with the police all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors, and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
She does mention mirrors quite a lot.
She does.
I wonder how we ever get around the limitation.
Well, I guess you find the clips from searching other terms. So there's like 11 times that mirror is mentioned, but you can only access those other clips by searching the other terms that they are relevant in. Does that make sense?
Maybe. I was kind of hoping that in some of these documents on the desktop there might be a hack, but yeah, we didn't find anything last time.
Wait! No, there was something that said hack.
Yeah, the Grace hack. It's in the rubbish bin.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Or is it there? Is there any complete sentence? I mean, there is a link to Internet Relay Chat, but we can't go to the internet from this computer. Oh yeah, we could... Wait, Grace Kelly, I don't... Okay, Mira, you come next. Look at that.
wow.
Okay.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
So I don't know how that was a hack.
It's some kind of hack for this game, apparently.
Yeah. I wonder if that clip's only available if you type in Grace Kelly. One of the mums here. Classic 2-player strategy for lunchtime gaming. Enjoy.
The mirror game. Once again, mirrors. Is there a sentence somewhere in here? I don't see any words.
I think it might be simpler than that. So,
Shoot.
Cracks with class. No. Go up.
Okay, so back to the terms we still need to check out.
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
Is that the mirror she's talking about that Simon bought her? Wait, no. The red
Maybe.
blouse. Who's that?
That's
That's
likely Eve.
Yeah.
pretending to be Hannah. That must be the mirror he made for Hannah, the mirror that was worthy of a princess. Maybe they found mirror shards on him?
I don't know.
I still want to know more about how the body was found. Maybe we can come up with search terms on that.
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Okay, that was a weird transition. She was like really remorseful, and then it's like smiley face to the mirror.
Yeah, also, what is it? Whose mirror is it?
I don't know.
Did they find that with a body or something?
Well, it's in an evidence bag, so it's obviously relevant to the case. Can you search Simon's mirror?
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had the one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me. But that was it. We didn't want another card on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
And Shotgun Wedding. And I still think that Simon at that time is in another marriage.
Yeah, we can look for marriage again. So they had a set of rules. First, Eve told it as though Hannah was too shy to ever pursue boys and seduce them. It was her because Eve had to do this because Hannah was too shy. But now she gets angry at Hannah because she likes this guy so much that she wants to sleep with him. And suddenly she says it was rules. Those were our rules, and not we did it that way because it was the most pragmatic way of doing it.
Yeah.
What was the cinema called? I was looking away from the screen, writing it down.
Odeon.
Odeon.
Hannah was so...
Okay, Odeon.
I know, because that's the name of my local cinema.
It's weird. How do they come up with a name like that?
Odeon is a chain in the UK. It's a chain of cinemas.
Yeah, I know. It's just, it must mean something from antiquity, right? Okay, I don't know. Something like Colosseum or whatever. Okay.
Maybe.
Oh. Let me just cross out Ouija.
I mean, you could search Odeon. You could search Odeon, yeah. See if it's mentioned again. Oh, that's the wrong spelling. It's O...
Oh.
O-D-E... Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Risky Business. I had on my one best dress. Simon paid. He bought me a whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
Is that the same movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Tom Cruise movie, that's what they said.
And she doesn't even mention going with her sister. But she says that her sister asked him out.
Yeah. she said, she said a friend. You've got to remember at this point, because this is, I think, the initial interview or the second interview. She's still hiding the fact that Eve was in the equation. This is Hannah that is trying to. I've lost all words. God damn it.
Say it in simpler words.
It's Hannah that is recollecting the lie that she's told everyone else. So she would never have told anyone that there's actually two people that were swapping places during that date.
That's quite a hard to believe story anyway, that you can steal a mother's baby and raise it as your own without any paperwork. But hey.
Yeah.
Okay, Odeon. Got that one. What about a silver leaf mirror? Oh, that's just the one we had.
It's just the one, yeah.
Look, on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it by hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. That's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror and he gave it to me.
Simon's body was found with this mirror that he made himself. But she also says it's actually bad quality. It's for people who don't like looking at themselves. Why would she say that about a present from her husband? Unless, of course, that's also Eve being jealous of Hannah.
Well, I'm sure when she had that blouse on, she did the whole tap, tap, tap thing. And she was like, Hannah, 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 when she was on her own.
The flower print blouse. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, we have it, clips stored it in user session. It's right below there.
So the theory is that on the 30th, that's also Eve posing as Hannah, and this is just a little glimpse of how she hates her sisters. Yeah, only an ugly person would like this mirror. 25th.
So,
Eve. Yeah?
no, it can't be. That's got to be Hannah. There's no tattoo.
Okay. Well, okay, Eve posing as Hannah, no tattoo. No. Written down. Okay. Silver.
So the 30th is definitely Hannah. The 27th is definitely Eve. And the 1st of July is definitely Eve. And then from then onwards, it's Eve.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was another thing. I did mention it when talking to you before we started recording. So it said in the Steam text for this game there are 7 interviews, but so far we have only found 6.
Yeah. Metagaming.
If we ever find her wearing something she hasn't worn before, that's it. That's gonna be it.
Well, I have a feeling that 7th date will be the confession. So we'll probably get that right at the end, after we've unlocked whatever.
Since I'm meta gaming again here, thinking of this achievement that you get for, in some way, seeing in the reflection who is checking out these files. It might be the murderer, one of the girls, most likely, going through this to find the clip where she confesses so she can erase it. They just never figured it out back then. Obviously, or she wouldn't be free. Okay, had I checked out this? Yeah, rules. The rules of the girls that they had among each other.
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looks scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know.
That's the psych evaluation test again.
That's kind of like Eve saying, yeah, I did it, but it wasn't my fault. Do you remember in the first clip, in one of the first clips we got to see, she said, I didn't do it, you got the wrong person. So, and that was her wearing this dress, so that would point at it being Hannah. But yeah, well, guess we just gotta check out a few more things here.
I don't know.
Just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
I'll just take this into consideration. Not taking too much new info out of this.
No, that's just extra information on stuff that we already know, I think.
We do know that they have set up an elaborate game where they were pretending to be one person to the whole world.
Yes.
Also makes me wonder that midwife apparently never missed her girl, but then maybe she couldn't report her missing.
No.
My stolen baby girl has gone missing.
Or maybe the midwife knew what had happened, but couldn't do anything about it.
They might have found out.
Eve killed the midwife
Yeah.
and buried the body in the attic. Wait, can you bury bodies in the attic?
Maybe if you chop them up. But this once again makes me think, why did both Hannah's parents die at the same time?
Got it, I've solved it.
Okay, tell it all.
So, Simon was sleeping with the midwife. Solves everything.
He went back in time, slept with the midwife, and fathered both the girls. Yeah,
We should probably watch this clip.
A genius that knows no bounds.
It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird in a way it hadn't been before.
When was that? Was that when the girls had first met Simon, or was it after Simon had an affair with Eve? And did she actually move in? Did she ever move in?
I think that suggests that Eve didn't sleep with Simon until way after, when Eve and Simon met in the bar. And then they slept together, and then Eve got pregnant, and then Hannah was like, hey, this is my sister, she's pregnant. And then Hannah gets angry because she's found out that Simon has eventually slept with Eve. So Eve never actually slept with Simon until, like, way after. Because Hannah was really protective over Simon.
Yeah, she wants to keep him to herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what is she talking about? Hannah said I shouldn't pretend to be her around Simon. That cannot have been when they were still girls living at home, because at that point nobody even knew there was a second girl looking just like Hannah. So it must have been that pregnant Eve moved in with the two of them, lived in the attic like in the olden days. And
no, because she just said that it became difficult for her to live in the attic. So she was still living in the attic as a girl, swapping roles every day with Hannah.
It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different.
I tried to carry on.
Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird, in a way it hadn't been before.
Okay, yeah, it must have been when they were still girls.
Yep.